Hi, my name is Emma Thomas and I work for Arkansas Regional Therapy Services. And since April is Autism Awareness Month, I thought it would be a good idea to do a video on a technique we use at our clinic, and that is social stories. So social stories are a great way to teach your child how other people view a behavior that they do. Normally, it's a negative behavior. So the thing about social stories is that anyone can do them. You don't have to be an artist or be a trained clinician to do a social story with your child. My social stories usually have stick figures in them. The other thing is that you can do it for any range. So if your child is really young and not reading yet, you might do a social story that has more pictures. And then if your child is older, you might do one that has more words. So when you do a social story, it is best to do a specific example. The more specific, the better your child will be able to relate to the social story and see how it applies in their life. And the sooner that you can do a social story after an incident occurs, the better. So today I'm going to do a social story on interrupting. It's something that a lot of children have trouble with. So what I'm going to draw is two people having a conversation. So let's say that you were having a conversation with your child's therapist or with their teacher or another adult. And your child walks up and says something. So before you begin your social story, you want to explain what interrupting is. So interrupting is when you talk when someone else is talking. If they're younger, you could also explain it as it's when your words bump into someone else's words, and then you show it to them visually. So right now I have a picture of some adult talking to another adult. This child, I'm going to draw a talk bubble for them. And so now I've shown that their words have ran into the adult's words. And these adults feel sad when the child is interrupting. So now that we've shown the sad feelings, let's teach them how to create happy feelings. So I'm going to draw the same exact picture, but this time I'm going to draw the child with a talk bubble, but this talk bubble is empty because they are waiting to talk to the adult. So this time they have a talk bubble, but it's empty. And then they are going to have good thoughts and be proud of the child for waiting. I just used a pen and a paper to create a social story. You can also create a narrative to go with it. Here, I've done a more detailed social story. This is one we might use at our clinic. So up here I have the definition, and then I showed two examples of interrupting. The first one is the one I just did, and the second one is when the teacher is talking to another student and the child comes and interrupts this child's speech or the teacher's speech. And then so on this side, it's not what not to do. And then over here, we help explain what they should do. At the bottom, I gave reasons or times that they are allowed to interrupt. For example, if someone is hurt or if it's an emergency and can't wait, then it's okay to interrupt. And then I did a little narrative that says, when someone else is talking, I should wait my turn to talk. My words should not bump into theirs. When I wait to talk to people, people have good thoughts and feel very proud of me. So this was just a quick example of how to do a social story. Please comment if you have any questions. Thank you.